Good morning, everyone. I'm Matt, and for the next 5 minutes, I'm going to be talking to you about trusting God when you're faced with decisions. Now, psychologists think that the average adult makes about 35,000 decisions a day. Now, unsurprisingly, you might think 200 or maybe even more of these will be about food. Other things could be what you're going to wear, what you're going to say, when to say something as well is always important. For students, maybe it could be whether it's really worth turning up to that lecture. Also, you got the big decisions about your career, about your jobs, where you should go for that job. Financial decisions, if you should take out that mortgage. Also, family and relationship decisions. The point I'm trying to make is we make a lot of decisions, and we're constantly making decisions. Some of them will be small, some of them will be big. Some will have long-term impacts, some will have short-term impacts. So the question is, when we're making decisions, particularly the big ones, how do we trust God? I think what's helpful to apply this is to think why. Why should we trust God when we're making these decisions? We know that God knows what's best for us. We know that from Scripture, from all the promises made in the Scripture. But not only that, He knows what's best for us, but He also wants what's best for us. And that's so important to remember, that He wants to champion you. He knows the plans He has for you. He wants you to prosper. So given that, I want to challenge you. When we know that, how much do we consider God's input, God's purpose for our lives in every plan that we make? When we're making decisions, how much do you consider God's purpose for your life when you're making decisions? Proverbs 16 verse 3 says in the Passion Translation, before you do anything, put your trust totally in God and not in yourself. Then every plan you make will succeed. Before you do anything, not just some things, not just when you feel like it, in anything, every situation. You've got to be conscious of God's will for your life, God's purpose for your life in every situation. Now, I'm not telling you to, when you get changed in the morning, putting your clothes on and being like, God, I commit my clothes to you. I commit my weekly food shop for you, Lord. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is you need to be aware of the decisions you make and how they impact God's kingdom. How you can make an impact with your decisions on God's kingdom. You need to trust totally in God. Trust totally in God and not in yourself. Commit all your works and your decisions to Him. And what does this look like? When we come to Him in prayer, we come humbly. We submit our problems to Him. We say, this is my situation. This is where I am. How can you help me in this situation? I give it all to you. It's important to stay humble as well. Be humble enough to realize that you still have a lot to learn. And you're asking God for the wisdom and the knowledge to make the right decision. So the outcome. If we apply these things that's said in Proverbs 16, verse 3, what is the outcome? Well, the last sentence is, every plan you make will succeed. Every plan you make will succeed. God will use you to expand His kingdom. With God in charge of your decision making, nothing is impossible. You can do whatever God has for your life if you put Him first. And the wonderful is, God is flexible. You might think that you may have made the wrong decision at some point, but really, that does not mean for any second that God will not be able to use you in that situation. Wherever you may be, God can use you in that situation. So I leave you with this. When you fully trust in God, you can really bring any decision to fruition.